This is the Poco X8 Pro Max, and in the United States, it starts at around $480 for the 256GB model. Considering the price, it's one of the most affordable smartphones I've reviewed on this channel. So, when Xiaomi sent it over, I honestly wasn't expecting it to compete with premium flagship devices. I've spent years using Apple's ecosystem, regularly paying well over $1,000 for every new iPhone. That's why I was genuinely surprised after using the Poco X8 Pro Max for a while. Not only did it exceed my expectations, but in several areas, it actually delivers an experience that's surprisingly close to much more expensive flagship phones. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Carl. I'm not your typical tech YouTuber who's obsessed with benchmark scores or technical specs. I'm a busy dad with a full-time job, and what matters most to me is how a phone performs in real, everyday life. I focus on the features people actually use every single day. Let's begin with the price, because that's one of the biggest reasons people consider this phone. In the US, the 256GB version costs about $480, while the 512GB model is around $535, making it only about $55 more for double the storage. These are promotional prices, and once the sale ends, the prices increase to roughly $625 and $690. Even at full price, it's still an excellent value for what you're getting. The standard Poco X8 Pro is even more affordable, starting at approximately $385 during the current promotion. A low price alone doesn't make a phone great, though. There are plenty of budget Android phones available today. The real question is whether this phone actually delivers a premium experience. After using it for several weeks, I'd say there are definitely a few compromises compared to flagship devices, but there are also plenty of areas where the difference is surprisingly small. Starting with the positives, the build quality is excellent. It's a large phone that's almost identical in size to my iPhone Pro Max. The display is one of its strongest features. It has a beautiful 120Hz AMOLED panel with a peak brightness of 2000 nits, making it easy to use outdoors, even under bright sunlight. HDR content looks fantastic on streaming services like Netflix, giving movies and videos vibrant colors and excellent contrast. The stereo speakers are another highlight. They produce clear sound with impressive volume, making videos, games, and music enjoyable without needing headphones. Performance during daily use has also been excellent. The phone is powered by the MediaTek Dimensity 9500S processor. While it's not a flagship chipset, I never felt like it was slow. Apps open quickly, multitasking is smooth, and animations feel fast and responsive. In everyday use, it feels like a premium smartphone. Battery life is another standout feature. Thanks to its large battery, getting 2 full days of regular use is completely realistic. On lighter days, I've even ended the day with around 75% battery remaining. That kind of endurance completely changes how you use your phone, because battery anxiety practically disappears. Unlocking the phone is also fast and reliable. The ultrasonic in-display fingerprint scanner responds instantly. Since I've also been wearing a Xiaomi smartwatch, I've mostly been unlocking the phone using that feature. As long as the watch is nearby, I can simply swipe up and the phone unlocks automatically, making the experience even more convenient. Of course, there are a few areas where you can tell this isn't a flagship phone. The cameras are probably the biggest compromise. The 50MP main camera performs very well. Photos are sharp, colors look natural, image stabilization works nicely, and thanks to its relatively large sensor, low-light performance is respectable. It won't outperform premium flagship cameras, but for most people, the image quality will be more than good enough. The 8MP ultra-wide camera, however, isn't quite as impressive. Detail is acceptable considering the lower resolution, but the biggest issue is color consistency. Photos taken with the ultra-wide often look noticeably different from those captured by the main camera. Colors like sand, grass, or bright objects don't always match between the two lenses, and that's something many users will probably notice. There's also no dedicated telephoto lens. Zooming relies on digital cropping and AI enhancement. Surprisingly, the AI does a decent job preserving detail. I even tested it by zooming into small text on a sign, expecting the letters to become distorted, but the results were actually much better than I expected. One feature I definitely missed was wireless charging. The phone only supports wired charging, so you'll need to plug it in every time. I've gotten used to placing my phone on a wireless charger every night, so I missed that convenience. On the bright side, it supports incredibly fast 100W wired charging, which makes topping up the battery extremely quick. Another thing I noticed during setup was the large number of pre-installed apps that come with Xiaomi's HyperOS. There were plenty of games and extra apps that I had no interest in using. Thankfully, after spending just a few minutes deleting everything I didn't want, the software felt much cleaner, and you can easily customize it however you like. It's only a minor annoyance during the initial setup. The design is another area that's really based on personal preference. Some people will probably love the styling, but it isn't my favorite. The patterns and branding on the back give it a younger, more playful look rather than a premium appearance. It's not unattractive, it just doesn't feel as refined as more expensive flagship phones. The circular LED lights around the camera module also felt more like a novelty feature than something truly useful, so I simply turned them off. Overall, I'm genuinely impressed with the Poco X8 Pro Max. The only area where I consistently noticed a clear difference compared to flagship phones was the camera system. If photography isn't your highest priority and you're looking for outstanding battery life, a gorgeous display, fast performance, and incredible value, this phone is an easy recommendation. After experiencing a smartphone that comfortably lasts 2 full days on a single charge, it's honestly difficult to go back to charging every night. If you enjoyed this review, consider subscribing to the channel because it really helps support future videos. Thanks for so much watching, guys. See you next time.